Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. I see that Maria Graham is in here bright and early. Auntie Joanne Stevens, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to thank those of you in the bushes, subscribers. By the way, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And when you do, turn on the notification bell so that you know when I go live in the future. And I am planning some great things. I'd like to thank the moderators and the members of the Friends and Family channel, which helps to keep the channel running in good times and in bad. I can't believe this is I can't believe this is the last live stream of the year. Oh my goodness. Let's go to some of the comments. Maria Graham is. Oh, don't forget to give a thumbs up, you guys, so that we can keep the algorithm going. And I hope you all are having a good evening. Let me see what is going on in the chat. The year went by so fast. Oh my goodness. The day went by so fast. I talked to my mom about dinner. I sat down. Next thing I know, my alarm was going off. I had dozed off, and it was time for me to come in here and get going. Well, at least I wasn't burning any food. I was up at 6:30 this morning, out in the hallway, up potting some plants. I tried to not concentrate on the commercialism of Christmas. I tried to, although I did buy, excuse me, a couple of small gifts for the great great grandchildren and the great grandchildren. Hey, LGG Love, thank you for coming. And welcome, 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 Donzel Cooper. I just saw you. There you are. There you are. And I hope you guys are having a good day. Awkward Quilter, GA. Hey, Lisa. How are you doing? I was what whenever I'm watching on TV, I'm always doing something with my hands. I can never chat or get in. I saw Lisa today, the awkward culture in Georgia. I think it was just as she was signing off. And I said, "Oh, it looks so stupid to just come in to say hello, goodbye. It's like you were lurking and just waiting to say hello when everybody's going off or winning stuff." But I did see you today. Blues Clues, hello to you and welcome, welcome, welcome. My beloved GQUAT, trying to go down and show the comments. Guess what, you guys? I almost forgot to activate the live stream for tonight. Then I was thinking and pushing buttons. I'm like, oh, let me get it. Get it. I had it in there in the box, but it wasn't activated. LGG Love, I saw you last night on other channels acting up. Tigsy, I saw you on that same channel. Y'all were acting up, cutting up. And excuse me, I saw them on, I guess it was Seedmas or something, where everybody, those of us who are gardeners, are exchanging seeds, dropping seeds. I actually dropped a few today, up potted a couple of tiny spider plants. One I'm going to take to my mom at her rehab. You're all fat thumbs tonight. Oh, that's funny. That means she's probably not typing what she wants to type. That's what I'm always doing. I need to slow down. I'm not sick, just swallowing too fast. I want to show you one of
my gifts.
What kind of a grandmother tells them what she wants for Christmas? I don't really need anything, but the few little things I want, I ask them for. And look at this cute little plant. My daughter always says, "Don't buy me anything. I don't need anything." When she saw her daughter giving it to this Nana, I thought it was a miniature snake plant, but it's not. Although a snake plant may be a kind of a succulent, you never feel bad about popping in. You don't get a notification. Oh, I never get notifications either. Oh, you come looking for me? Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you loyal family members. Awkward quarter, my name is typo. That's me. I'm all typos. So it says care instructions. I already know what the care instructions are. For snake plants, I have a snake plant that's about 4 feet tall in the window, and I take little rhizome clusters off and share them. Great grandmother allows their grands and greats to bless us. Yes, I'm a great grand, but isn't this really pretty? So I'm on the fence. It's so pretty. I have a small plant stand out in the hallway that I share with others, and I'm hoping that nobody will steal it. Then I said, maybe I don't want to put it out there. We don't really have a problem with people stealing things, but this is so pretty. Did you know that, by the way, snake plants, you don't water them in the middle? You don't water them in the middle, you water them along the edges, and they don't like a lot of water. A snake plant, you can water once a month. I actually water mine about once a week, but not a lot of water because my plants are actually root bound, so they don't get that much water. And but I just love this plant. And my granddaughter, I have one. I only have say, Nana, what's on your list for? I just make think of things to want, little things, of course, and I tell them so that when the time comes, they give me so much stuff that I don't need, so much stuff that I don't want, so much stuff that I don't have room for. I feel guilty. So when I want little things like I will show you, like I asked for this. I have a car, doesn't get driven very much, but it could use its own vacuum cleaner. Since I use it for a garage and I'm always hauling plant stuff in it and stuff falls down. So now I have my own little car vacuum. I didn't open it yet, but so, oh, I see. It has a thing that you plug it into the cigarette lighter. Okay. So I guess tomorrow when I go clean the snow off, when I clean the snow off, we got a lot of snow, you guys. We got 6 inches. I'll see if I can show it to you. We're just gonna have a laid back session today. Oh, let me see if I can find my photos. I tried to do a little short on it this evening. I don't know if you can see this. That's a whole bulldozer sitting beside the pile of snow, and the pile of snow is like 6 feet above the whole bulldozer. I didn't go out there. I looked at it right out my window. Yankee sister, hola. And she's saying hello to everybody. If there's anybody I didn't see to say hello to, hello. Like Jags, I saw you acting up last night too. In fact, you guys are acting up almost every night acting up. I turn over, maybe this is a bigger picture of the bulldozer with the snow. Maybe it's the same one because I made a little short. So, have any of you made any resolutions for the next year? Blues Clue said she was shoveling snow before Catherine started and didn't finish until half hour after the live. Well, you know what? It's dark outside where I live, and the maintenance man is out there now throwing down salt, and they clean the parking lot area with that same bulldozer, and they clean the sidewalks. But between the cars where there's snow, it's in a parking lot, and even though I have a handicapped space out there, it's difficult walking in between. And then the salt gets all in your boots and ruins them, especially if you have those boots with that little, come here, Hershey, with the little, with that, that's made out of fur on the outside. Then salt gets in them. Come. You hear me saying hello? Well, your hair is a mess. And your feet are wet. Oh, he's been in the water. Look at him. He's a mess. Say, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm still on the fence. I don't know if no resolutions. Yankee sister. You don't do resolutions? I don't know if you call them resolutions, but I have a vision board. I do visions for the next year. And one of my things that I'm going to envision is making better thumbnails. I use the same thumbnail every week, and then after I finish with the show, I post what it's about. It saves me a lot of time and a lot of energy because I don't have that much time. Taking care of myself is a job, I tell you, and I don't have an aide right now, so that's 20 hours a week that she would be here, except it takes me twice as long to do the things that she does. So that's 40 hours a week. That's a regular job. Then, trying to do something for my art every day or my craft or whatever you want to call it. Oh, he's a cutie patootie. He's 13 years old and he's blind. Auntie Joanne has his daughter and she's 11 years old. Oh, I was going to show you some more of my Christmas gifts. Marie Grimm says, My hair is so long, Auntie. Isn't this hair something? I don't know. I don't know. You know what? To me, it doesn't seem long because Auntie Joanne, my sister's hair, when she, even in a ponytail, when she sits down, she can sit on her hair. And everybody, most of the women have long hair, except if they intentionally cut it short. My granddaughter's hair is so cute. She has a cut like this short, and it's all curls, and she has it dyed blonde, and it looks so chic. And then she has, the eyelashes, the earrings, everything to go with it. So she always looks nice. But that reminds me, one of the things I'm working on is a gift for her, and it's going to be an ear warmer because her hair is short and it's so cold in Connecticut. And but she has a little head, a little pinhead, not like me. And we were talking about hair. My Hey Mona did what? Mona is so bad. You know how she shows her quilts? You have to go to her channel because she has a lot of shorts, and when you have a quilt, the quilt is usually taller than you, especially if you hold it on the long side. Well, she stands on the sofa. I would probably fall. My sofa is in front of a window. I would probably fall backwards out the window. You guys are just so funny. I've been watching you watching you, Mona, trying to get on discourse. I can't ever seem to do it. Donzel Cooper is asking, how was everybody's holiday? Family sounds gorgeous, Auntie. Well, I don't know. Other people think we are. And I was talking to one of my cousins who is blind. She lives in North Carolina, and she was talking about when we were growing up. And she's Auntie Joanne's age, and she was saying that she remembers a picture that my grandmother had with myself, Auntie Joanne, my brother Bill, and my sister Clara, who passed away. And the holidays, some of our YouTube family, have lost members of their family, like Pescateria Gardner Garden has lost her mom, and my heart just breaks for her here at the holiday, for anybody. And it's like, oh, my cousin was saying that she remembers that picture of the four of my siblings. Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. Thank you for coming and welcome. And my cousin Pat was saying that she remembers looking at the four of us, boys and girls, and saying that how handsome we were and a good looking family. Well, we were never told that. We were never told that growing up. Like you see on social media, and everybody posts, oh, my beautiful daughter, oh, my more than handsome, good looking son. Now, we might text that to each other now. We never heard that growing up. My mother never said that. Oh, my pretty daughter, Penny. The family calls me Penny. Oh, my pretty daughter, Joanne. And anyway, she would probably say, you're lucky you look the way you do because Daddy and I gave you your genes. That's funny. You came in with your PJs on. Well, I was baking today. I actually made three and a half more pound cakes because I'm trying to get in uh one in um the box that's going to Auntie Joanna. Uncle Roscoe's birthday is January 1st. I don't think the box will get there in time, but my daughter's, I'm not going to talk about it because some things might be a secret. But anyway, let me see. L Triple G Love was talking about, I was trying to find her chat, but she says that she loves this bag. We had exchange gifts on who? Oh, Unbiased LLC, and my gift exchange person was Patricia Slocum Bowden, and this is the beautiful bag she made me. I have a picture of the one that I made her. I made her a big tote. Don't spill the tea, Miss Ellen. Then, oh, I won't. With my sister, oh no, I won't. So this is another one of my gifts. That's why I had it out so I could show you guys what I was doing. Of course, it is still Kwanzaa, the second day of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, for those who don't know, is an African American cultural holiday. And this is a beautiful painting by 755 Media, complete with all the provenance and all of the gorgeous stuff that she does with her work. She's an amazing painter. You guys should go to her channel, and she does have things for sale. And she has been painting every day, I want to say for almost the last 40 days. I like to paint, but it's such a job to clean up. I make such a mess. I make such a mess cleaning up. You could surely wear that purse for sure. Oh, you like everything, Yankee sister. You probably like this purple crochet hook, and that's your color. Another one of my gifts from my family. This is from my one and only granddaughter. Is this 11 tools in one? She sees me doing my live stream and looking for stuff. So what it's like is a Swiss Army knife. Somebody stole my Swiss Army knife. I left my vehicle on. Hey, Juanita Campbell, our treasured home, Nancy. David Corey Crappa. I've been watching you, David. You acting up at night too, and doing what you do in the garden. I hope I said hello to everybody. If I missed anybody, I hope the moderators get to say hello. Those of you who are waiting for me to send, no, 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 thank you, to send gifts out, and the line at the post office is wrapped around, so I'll have to wait until like after, I guess, a few days after Christmas. I have lots of stuff. I did send out a few things. I don't know if any of you have gotten them. My table looks like a mail room over there. You support her every night. Oh, for her night of pain. Yeah, I did see you last night on the TV. Clovis Gardner. Thank you for coming and welcome. I did see you. I have a TV in my bedroom, so it's like I'm in the movies. And my phone is usually on the nightstand or somewhere. And I'm all thumbs when I'm thumbing. And it takes me so long to get a message in, then I have to go edit it, and it's still wrong. So going back to this device, it's like a Swiss Army knife. And I was telling you, the vehicle that I do have that I don't drive very much is like a garage. I left it unlocked, and somebody went in the glove compartment and stole my real Swiss Army knife. So this one does all kinds of stuff. Oh, a nail file, flathead screwdriver, can opener, flathead screwdriver. Ooh, a bottle opener. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, y'all. Phillips something. A fish scaler. Wow. Needle nose pliers. I can use that sometimes on the sewing machine when things. Standard pliers, wire cutters, and it has a little case. A little case. Oh, so I guess it folds up. Yeah, it does. Oh, it does fold up like a knife. See in there? It folds up like a knife. Oh, how about this? How about this? So it is like a giant Swiss Army knife. This is real, and I love the color blue. It's got all these things in there. Thank you, Sharita. Oh, this is really cool. This is really cool. I will keep that with my sewing machines. I'm not going to sew tonight, but I started working on something today, an art quilt sandwich. It's sandwiched and putting it together. I'm not going to do this now because I don't want to mash my fingers. I have a little. Has anybody ever had like a little crack in your thumb or your nail, like right at the corner of your nail? It's so painful. It almost feels like a stab wound or something. And that thing is so hard to heal. Says 755 is very good at painting. Yes. I don't know what you guys are doing. I think I missed something. Let me get back to the chat and see what you bad kids are doing. Oh, this is cute. I was getting ready to go back, but I looked at my phone. Oh, no, it's flipping around. That's just me and daddy. Me and daddy and mommy. You see how tall my dad is where we come up. You say Burns, you get Burns. You're a great artist too, David. Hey, Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Thanks, you guys, for coming in. So, you guys, I uppotted some plants today, and I was trying to find out what kind of mushrooms they say that to get for arthritis and stuff. I'm actually having a small medical procedure on Tuesday. peroxide GQUAT for your thumbnail. Thank you, David. I put finally did put peroxide on it, but I don't know whether it had oxidized because I didn't have the top all the way down. It's a big bottle, but it didn't bubble up like it usually does. So those are the worst. The pain is so annoying, so annoying. I'm going to spend more time doing my art, doing my crafts, and stop worrying about rushing around the world. I keep forgetting 77 years. Oh, cut a small piece of tea bag and crazy glue, and I'm scared of that. Whoa. I might try that. Oh, help me. Help me. Help me. Oh, Maria was talking about my hair. I took it out because when I got it retwisted on Saturday, she had these tight rubber bands in it, and I'm like, my hair is soft. I was afraid the rubber bands would break it, even though it's locked. I was afraid it was too tight, so I just put a regular scrunchie on it. It's not that tight now. My grandfather's sister, um, her hair her hair was down to her. She had silky hair, because my great grandmother was Native American, so she was half. Well, I don't like to say half this and half that, but my great grandmother was Native American, and her daughters had like hair all the way down to her calves, and they would braid it up at night and then wrap it around and around and around their hair. My mother still doesn't like when we were working and I go to work. She didn't like my hair down in my eyes like bangs. You know, my hair is always falling around. Actually, my locks are falling around because when I bend forward, they fall forward. My mother doesn't like my hussy hairdos, or she doesn't like it on my shoulders. She only really likes it in a bun or a page boy. Is it a it's a crack in the cuticle right there. You can't see it, it's so short. And I keep trying to file it. I don't know. Oh, my long, gorgeous nails, right? I was doing something today. I was preparing a pot of soil for my plants, and I was putting some perlite in there and mixing it around. Oh, a split in the nail. Oh, it's a split in the cuticle. I mean not the cuticle, the, I don't know what this is, the thin part over there. But it was pretty painful this week. It's like almost when I didn't want to use it to touch things. Okay, David Corey, you like how my locks grew. One day they'll be like yours, nice and thick. I remind you of a woman named Ozzy. Oh, you did ask me if I have Native American. Yeah, yeah. Um, a lot of Native American. Auntie Joanne too. You can tell with Auntie Joanne with her high cheekbones. My cheekbones are filled in, baby. Because I was eating pound cake today. I cooked three of them. I cut 1 pound cake, and I made them into loaves. For Christmas, I made them round with the 2 pans, big ones. My daughter said she was glad that she took 2 pieces home with her to New York, New York. And my granddaughter and great granddaughter requested. They don't ask me to do anything. They don't ask me to cook anything. It's like if I bring something, it's always doubles because they already have everything covered. All they want is for me to come and be there with part of the family. That's such a blessing when so many people, grandmothers, great grandmothers. I'm the assistant matriarch of the family. Mommy was able to come home to her house for the day. on Christmas Day. But so often it's like the great grandmothers, the great grandmothers are the ones holding the family down. My family, every single person is blessed. When I say blessed, and that they all work, that whether they have their own businesses or whatever, and they don't need anything. They always say, "Nana, don't bring anything. Nana, don't do this. Nana, don't do, Nana, we got you." you know. So I think of little things to want, like the car vacuum cleaner for a car that I don't, I barely even use. The car was purchased new in 2014. It only has 45,000 miles on it. And it's a Jeep. Oh, Nikki's so funny. It's, she's talking about Auntie Ellen's locks. It doesn't even have 45,000 miles on it. And 15,000 of those, another family member used it going back and forth to the DMV. Hey, Kelly, I bring it every day, not every once in a while. So I just said, I'm going to take it easy today and think about what I'm going to do next year. One thing, I'm going to start my weekly saving, cash saving, to keep cash around somewhere. I hardly ever have cash. And I started it and I fell off the wagon somewhere. I know what. I went to Arizona in May. So every week I put cash in this envelope. And then I went to Arizona, invaded Auntie Joanne's house for a month and a half. And I drained the envelope before I left because it had all these five. I just noticed a seam. A seam was missing over here. I'll have to put a pin in that. Look at this, where this seam was sewn together. I don't know how I happened to see that. Black on black and black. Well, it helps to have light white thread. GQUAT. Oh, the aloe plant. I just put a little aloe plant in the hallway on my rack because my other aloe vera got so big. There was no room for it in this apartment. Hershey, what are you looking for? You looking for Auntie Joanne? And so I have a baby aloe vera. What kind of mushroom is it that you guys told me to order? Some type of mushroom that's supposed to be good for arthritis. I saw it one time on Amazon, and you order the box and put water in it. So I'm going to get that for part of WIG 2025. For those of you who don't know, Mike and GT Junior Grows in Alaska have a grow off, and it growing indoors from seed. I guess spores or seeds. I I propagated a couple of spider plants, those little things that come on the end, and I put some of those in soil today when I was mixing it. I gave one to a neighbor with half of a pound cake. I gave half of a pound cake to another neighbor. She says she's allergic to plants, but I get tired of arguing with her. And if she doesn't want a plant, she doesn't have to have a plant. So I didn't give her a plant. I was walking around like the Pied Piper today giving out gifts. WIG. Oh, where is it? WIG 2025. Winter indoor gardening began December 1st, ends April 3rd. Turkey tail, the plant is good too. Well, I didn't drop my seeds yet because let me just rub it in a little. For those of you who do not know, 2024 was the first year of the indoor grow off, and Auntie Ellen won it. So I'm trying to give, what does David Core say? Trying to give the farmers a chance to get a head start before I jump in. Oh, the funniest thing. I had some red potatoes in a container. They were organic, intending to eat them, and they're just spudding all over the place. And when I was trying to, yeah, lion's mane. Yeah, that's what it was. Lion's mane. Thank you. Let me go right in now because I forgot what it was. And but I don't know if that's legal. Well, whether it's legal or not, lions, whether it's legal or not, I'm going to grow them because I need it for myself. And I'm going to can't walk into bubblegum. I don't want the supplements. I want the lion's mane spores that I can grow and put it in salad or do whatever. Whoa, I don't know. Oh my gosh. The kit is $33.99. What? Get a rope. Get a rope. There must be some cheaper somewhere. Well, I'll put it in my basket while I'm looking. Hold on just 1 minute, you guys, because like I said, I'm having a little medical procedure on Tuesday. But I tell my sister Joanne, because they give you Propofol, the Michael Jackson drug, and just in case something happens, nobody will know where to find me. So Nikki was last year's 2024 winner. So I must have been the 2023 winner. Congratulations, Nick. And Nick is saying congratulations to me. I've been I've been growing stuff. Oh boy. Before Earth was formed. I've been on Earth for so long, and my my paternal grandparents were actually farmers, and they had a big farm. That's how they lived. They only had a paycheck once a year when the crops came in North Carolina. Mike in our treasure home put it in early. Oh yeah, you did. Oh, Mike in our treasure home, you put it in earlier. Thank you, you guys. I missed it. I missed it. The lion's mane, but it's in my basket now, and I'm going to order some and decide what I can grow in my small space. I have a couple of tables, a couple of hydroponics, so I just want to keep them alive until I can put stuff outside. The good thing about the potatoes is that I have raised tin beds and they're already fertilized. They're already, everything is ready. All I have to go do, and I think I can do it around February, St. Patrick's Day. Oh, no, that's March, isn't it? But I think I can put potatoes outside in Connecticut at the end of February. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. And you had the honor of congratulating Nikki before she won. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Blue's Clue said 2022 might have been when I won. Yeah, all I know is that I won. I can't remember either. Wait till you guys keep living. Keep living. I can't believe I'm 77 years young. And when I see you all and you're talking about the things you're doing, I said, I'm going to take a time out. I'm 77. I get to have a break. I get to not be rushing back to back to back, although I try to. And I watch all of your videos. Everybody that's in here that has a video or channel, I have to go looking for you. I don't know what's going on. I don't get any notifications, but my I get automatic feeds, and I'll just go in and leave like 20 messages or 20 messages with the three purple hearts. One time, at one point, I was legally blind and I couldn't even see in the chat where I was typing. So I would put three purple hearts so I could see what line I was actually typing on. 77. Yes, Nikki, Nick, just keep living. You'll all be 77. And when I look at myself, oh, Nikki, I was going to get that Abilene cream and bring it for your skin. I'll do it next year on New Year's Day. I think I'm going live, but if not, it's because I'm going to see my mother. If I don't go see my mother because she's in a town an hour away, I will go live. And I have this whole big spool. It's not a 1 pounder. It must be 8 ounces to make things. These are my great grandson's school colors, green and white, and I'm going to make. They call the mothers of the team mama bears. So I'm going to make a bunch of these for the mama bears, the twisted ear warmers, and for the guys, I don't know if I'll make ear warmers or a hat. Cam had a little cold last week, but his hair is in coils, and it's longer than mine, but he doesn't want to braid it. He doesn't want. It's just like a giant tight afro, a giant tight afro. I think his hair adds 3 inches to his height. He's a tall guy. He had a game last night. I don't know if I can find a picture. I don't really show a lot of pictures of the kids. Number one, the wait a minute. I'm trying to see something. Do I? I know I don't. I guess I do. Lord, uh, this child has a tattoo. Did you know that, Sissy? I didn't know Cam had a tattoo on his arm. It better say Nana. No, I'm just kidding. But you can see this guy has a lot of hair, a lot of muscles too. He lost 10 pounds, so I gave him a case of protein drinks for Christmas, so he can run faster, jump higher, and play harder. Maybe I don't think he would have a bear because, and you see how much taller he is even than his teammates. He's probably one of the tallest on his team. I just love them. I did finish it. I'm always doing something. Oh, here's one of my Christmas gifts. These are the kind of gifts I like, little stuff. Oh, I got a pair of earrings too. I didn't wear them because after this, guess what? Nap time. I cleaned up the kitchen, Sissy, where I made that mess making the 3 pound cakes today. This child has a tattoo. I know. Maybe that's what gave him the flu. No. I'm a great admirer of my own writing. My daughter gave me another journal. I love journals, but you know what I like about this? It's it's got the heavy, heavy paper. I like the journals with heavy paper because the pages don't tear out. Even when they get full, you can put the year on them. And I save all of my old journals, especially the ones I make myself. This is one of my favorite ones. I've had it forever. I didn't start using it until I got the channel. This is actually pure leather, and it's from all the years. It's like those old leather saddles. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Handsome family. The Pam's Cam lost our muscles now. He didn't have any fat. He's in fact, I was kind of worried. Darth X, hello. If I didn't say hello to you, the they're handsome because somebody passed their genes along. Yeah, no, no. My mother will let you know that they came from her. This is so soft from all the years of handling the leather. It's like I don't know if any of you ride horses, but when the saddles get old and you use saddle soap and you polish them and clean them every week, it's like that. It's like just soft, 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 soft leather. So I started using this one when I got my channel, and it's like all the way to the end with this big paper. Oh, you know what, you guys? This is what I want to tell you. The don't depend on AI or something to remember who your friends are on YouTube, your real friends. Why? Because good friends become family, and family is everything. When I started, I just took and I left a line between each one of the channels that I liked, that I watched, and I wrote them down. And every once in a while, I go check on them. One of them, one of them, Martika, I didn't hear from her for a while, and I put down Connecticut Gardeners, Martika Davis, Learning to Grow My Own, Brother of a Certain Age, Yankee Sister, before we actually met or became close, and go look for them, because you can't depend on somebody else. The only person you can depend on is you. That goes for food recalls. You don't know what's in the food, what's in the medicine, what's in anything, unless you, oh no, growing what I eat, I just said that. I just said that. And hello, growing what I eat. Those of you who have a channel, don't forget, or your content creators, don't forget to add exclamation mark GQUAT. Hershey, no. He's over at the door barking. He only barks if somebody's out there in the hallway. In the hallway. And for those of you who may be in the bushes watching the replay, thank you. What GQUAT stands for is Garden, Quilt, and Art Traditions. And it stands for the 8 generations that I have been alive, my feet, my boots on the ground, on the earth. And I knew there's 6 living generations now. And the 7th generation would be my grandparents. I knew all 4 of my grandparents, and I knew one of my great grandmothers. One of my great grandmothers in North Carolina had actually been born into slavery, and she was emancipated when she was 8 years old. I have one photo with her. It's not like back in those days, even when I was growing up, there were not a lot of photos. That everybody wasn't walking around with a smartphone taking pictures and posting it here and here and there and everywhere. So it was really special to me to have a photo with one of my grandparents. I don't think I have no, one of my great grandparents. I don't think I have a picture of just me and my maternal grandmother, or me and my paternal grandmother, or my paternal grandfather, or my maternal grandfather. Though they lived quite a long time. The folks in my phone live a really, really long time. Thank you. That's why I'm still here. I will be going to my 60th. Can you believe that? My 60th class reunion next year in 2026. 60 years since I graduated from high school. Oh my gosh, can you all imagine? When I say that I'm 77, you guys are like, yeah, Auntie's 77, but it's not like, oh wow, she's 77. Until I see everybody say, that is so amazing and so interesting. My family history. In Pennsylvania, if you Google the Thomas family cemetery. My mother's family's cemetery is a registered historic landmark, and the state of Pennsylvania has researched all the dates of birth of all the people in the cemetery. Auntie Joanne and I are some of these people that we inherited their genes from. There, we can pull it up and look at their gravestone in the family cemetery. And my paternal grandfather had the weirdest name. I've never heard this name anywhere in the world except for him. And his name was Whenard, Whenerd. He was actually an identical twin. And you know how they say that there were no birth certificates? People of color didn't have it registered in the courthouse. It was written in the family Bible. In my mom's family's family Bible for the Thomas family cemetery, I actually had it, and it had all the begots, like in the Bible, whether you believe in the Bible or anything. It is a book, and it has all the who begat whom and begot whom. And I looked at it going back to the 1800s. But you know what's interesting about it is, like, back during slavery, it was illegal to read or write. But my mother's family was in the North, so they were never in slavery, and they were intermixed with everything. So they just wrote it in the family Bible. Hey, Psalm 146. And part of my having a channel is remembering and researching all of the things that I find out about the family. Say, Ro, hello. Hello, everybody. And I love being able to share, or at least show, all the things that I've learned, all the hand skills, the sewing, the knitting, the crochet. I've been doing that for over 70 years. I was like 4 or 5 years old. We didn't watch TV. We would sit down with my grandmother and my mother, and that's what we did. There was a photographer in Boston who helped many families document families through photos. We already have that. We have I have the family photos in history going back to the 1700s and the 1800s. And you know what's interesting? The family members who were free, not enslaved, they were entered into this book of free Negroes, and it would have, like, my grandmother, and the ones that were Native American, it didn't say Native American. They were written as mulatto, and it didn't mean that you were black or anything. It just meant that you were mixed race. But I have the all, and oh, our family tree is like 177 documented pages that the state did the research on it. That's how it got to be a registered family history. And if you go on ancestry.com, you can see all of the Thomases going back to the 1800s. I have the deeds. You know what's interesting about the deeds? The kids today are not learning cursive. All of the old deeds are written in cursive. My original birth certificate in 1948 is written in cursive. Even in the Bibles, and back then the Bibles became official court documents. They take them to the court and have them certified. But when I had this Bible from the 1800s, and my mother's cousin told me to be careful with it. Oh, we're down south that didn't have papers to protect them. That's really interesting. He kept meticulous books. Well, the Pankeys who were down south have been documenting theirs as well. What I've been trying to do is put together the Pankey side that was in the south and the Thomas side that was in the north, and I'm trying to put together a family tree with 20,000 family members. You want to hear something interesting? Talking about good looking folks in the family? The, the Pankeys, through DNA, they researched one of the Pankey females is related to somebody who was a queen in Madagascar. Can you imagine that? Madagascar. Of course, she must have been fine, passed them fine genetics down to the boys and girls of the Pankey and the Thomas clans. Yeah, that's so interesting. You grow row. I'm getting ready to dig out those little seeds you gave me because what I'm going to do is start drop all my seeds in hydroponics. Then when they're about a month old, because things grow 5 times faster in hydroponics, and then I'm going to put them in seed pots. I actually uppotted like 5 spider plants. They were so tiny. I decided to put 4 or 5 of them in a pot about this big so they can grow. I'm excited. Once I get ready to once I get ready to start dropping seeds, I'm already mixing the soil. Hershey, I am not putting you up on my lap again. Yes, I am talking to Auntie Joanne. And you guys wish Uncle Roscoe a happy birthday because his birthday is Thursday. Oh, this is a bookmark that fell out of the journal. Wherever did I throw it? I'm such a busybody. So, would anybody like to share anything that you're going through? What you are. Let's see. Let's show this comment. This is why I read. You want to know these things. It's heartwarming. It was expensive to take photos back then. It was worth every penny. Want to hear something funny? When I started researching the Thomas family tree, this was like 25, 30, 40 years ago. And the Pankey family is the Pankey family is mixed as well. And my grandmother, the one that her grandmother was born during slavery, was part Indian as well. And they had these tiny little noses and high cheekbones. But when she was going through, I started going through Ancestry. But what happened, I started putting all this information in. Then I realized that every family member who wanted to use the information had to pay the monthly fee for Ancestry. I was paying $200 a year. I was paying like $100 every 6 months. Happy birthday, Uncle Roscoe. He watches the replays on TV as well. They don't have much to say to trace their ancestries. The Pankey family actually had a church in North Carolina, and my paternal grandfather helped to build that church. Him and his father and mother. We have I have several generations on both sides, but going back past then, oh, I know what I was going to tell you. It was so interesting. I was going through the Thomas family tree, and my paternal great grandfather owned a walk-in coal mine in Pennsylvania in the 1800s, like 1863. That's when the Civil War ended and the Emancipation Proclamation was passed on January 1st. I'm actually a researcher for Black history, and I was paid by City College of New York to do the research for the original Underground Railroad website for the University of New York. And I found out a lot of stuff about history. It's just interesting, interesting, interesting. But when I got back to my mother's family, and when it got back in the Thomas family, like to the 1800s, like 18, one of my grandmothers was born like in 1819, 1820 in Virginia. And I'm like, so how did they move from Virginia? The state of Virginia changed the race of different people. And we're not talking about, what we're talking about is United States history, not Black history. I was like, how did they move from Virginia to Pennsylvania and actually buy 400 acres that they had a walk in coal mine? How did they get there? Did Harriet Tubman bring them? Did they escape on the Underground Railroad? No, they just got in their wagons and drove over there because they were already free. Thank you, Robin. Everybody loves my hair. It does make me look younger. When I guess it pulls up all the wrinkles, all the wrinkles, and it happens that one of my great grandfathers, the one that had the walk-in coal mine, when he bought the 400 and something acres, he actually had served in the Revolutionary War, and in the Revolutionary War, he was a Native American scout, all around in Pennsylvania, the Battle of Gettysburg, all those old war 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 sites and whatnot. And as part of his commission, he was able to buy the 400 acres of land in Pennsylvania, which ended up getting passed down. And then the Native American grandmother, who had like 10, 11, 12 kids, and everybody still works, everybody in my family who doesn't go to school, which are the kids, everybody works because that's what we do. And they ended up, oh, the Native American grandmother passed away, and he married a white woman whose name was Belle. Mommy called her Aunt Belle, and my mother's middle name is Belle. And she was blind, and some kind of way they ended up selling the land for taxes. And the Jewish cemetery in Hopwood, Pennsylvania, it's the Thomas, you can Google it right now, the Thomas Family Cemetery, Hopwood, Pennsylvania. And then my mom was telling me about when she used to go out there, and she used to sit on her grandfather's lap, and he was deaf in one ear, and I'm like, oh, that's important medical history because my mother doesn't hear well as she's aging. She's 94, and I make sure that I get my hearing test. I canceled it last week, Sissy, because the weather was bad. I didn't feel like going, but I'll do it later on in the year. Baloo's Clues was saying back then, oh, yeah, some were forced into indentured slavery and the properties taken. Yep, that's just part of history. And I have the document. Oh, I know what I was telling you. When I was in Ancestry.com and I was looking, and they started showing the photos of the Thomases back there. And I'm like, they had blonde hair and blue eyes. Hey, Anthony T Hop. And then one of my cousins actually has a site, and she helps others research the family history, the Thomas history that's going back. I've got it on the the little device, and it's just for the Thomas family with the 170 pages of family history. And she said, I'm on the family research committee, and we're in a meeting, and a virtual meeting, and she said, I'm like, well, the first Thomas that came here from England in 1719 had 8 sons. His 8 sons got married, and Auntie Joanne and I are from the line with the Henry, which was the oldest of the 8 Thomas sons. And I guess there weren't women to marry here, so several of them married Native Americans. Some married other white women, but because they were so light skinned, my cousin said, I'm like, so where are the rest of them? What happened to them? And they said they went up the mountain. Went up what mountain? because Pennsylvania is all mountains. And my grandfather used to hunt. They used to hunt bears, and they used to eat them, raccoons, squirrels, all that stuff, all that wild stuff. They also had they had they raised their own pigs and stuff because coal miners made a lot of money then. And guess what? Coal miners make a lot of money now too. Some of the clients I used to have, when I used to have show dogs, and they used to buy the Cane Corso Italian Mastiffs, that like one guy ended up buying dogs over a couple of years, and he made a ton of money. But he would go in the mines, they never saw daylight. And when you go in the mines, everybody's black when they come out. So you don't know what their race is, especially if they have light eyes. My grandfather, my mom's dad has hazel eyes. His father had blue eyes. So I'm like, oh, that's when we browned up. When they got to Pennsylvania and started marrying all the brown Thomases. And it's just interesting part of history and knowing where you came from. Oh, and that original Bible that I told you about, it's really interesting. When I was turning the pages, it wasn't the kind of paper that you have nowadays. It was like onion skin. And you know what was in between some of the pages of this Bible from the 1800s? There were seeds. There were seeds in the Bible. And I remember seeing like a piece of a rose that were in there. Then they told me to be careful turning the pages because they were like parchment then, and they were very brittle. My mom was supposed to get the Bible sent to her, but her being an only child, yeah, she was saying mulatto means mixed ancestry. But everybody is mixed with something. There's no race on earth that is not mixed with something or something or other. But it just makes you wonder where you came from and how you got there. But when I tell you that the Thomas history was researched by the state of Pennsylvania historians as part of the documentation to make the registered historic landmark. And part of I donate the Thomas family history. The Thomas Family Cemetery is a nonprofit foundation, and we don't. There's nobody. We have to maintain the grave sites ourselves. There's nobody that comes in to cut the grass or do anything. I usually donate some money every year, maybe $100 or something. I haven't donated this year. Budget's been kind of tight, but I'm going to. You were thinking melatonin? Yeah. When my grandmothers were listed, and in this registry that they were talking about, it would say mulatto, but it was spelled Mulatto, and then it would say light skin. Then on some of them would say very light skin. I'm like, what the heck? Who cares? Who cares? All I know is that we value each and every member of our family, each and every member. And that's just it. And it's interesting seeing all the different styles of cooking. That's why I'm a good cook. I have 8 generations of cooking. And guess what? Not only did I learn some cooking tricks from the elders that were passed down, I'm learning from the youngers as well. My daughter went to Paris, I think it was last year, and she and one of her friends went to one of the French culinary schools, and she took a cooking class in that bouffe de whatever, that log that has chocolate, and it has the gold foil or the gold leaf in it. And I don't know how much she paid for that class, but to make that piece of pastry was 4 hours long. It takes me 4 hours to make my butter pound cakes that I make from scratch. The neighbors that I gave the half of a cake today, it was still warm. One of them called me back. She says, "Oh, Ellen, I sliced that cake. I had to. It was just as I remembered. It was just as I remembered. And the other one, who's actually Jewish, but all the Christian holidays, she gives me stuff, and um, she was saying that she ate hers and how good it was. I said, well, it was still warm, and I didn't want it to crumble up, so I cut hunks. I didn't cut slice. I cut hunks about this size. So I told her to cut the hunk in half and use those because uh, uh, it'll put some hips on you. Put some hips on you. Okay, you guys, I'm going to wish you all. No, I'll do it on Thursday. I think, a happy new year. I just wanted to thank all of you how to thank you all of you for being family members. Why? Because good friends become family. Family is everything. Some of you that I owe things to go in the mail, the I should be able to get in there. Shouldn't be a line out the door. I don't have a helper right now, so I'll have my cart and push it up the long way, the ramp, and get there some point this week. We're supposed to get more rain, I think, on Monday, but I will get over there. And I thank each one of you. And go, I love you. Mother, I love you. I don't think I'm going to get to see her tomorrow because it'll be black ice. And you know what happens with black ice? It's like when the streets that are treated with ice melt are pretty good. But when you go over the bridges have ice on them and everybody's sliding, 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 sliding. Brother Anthony saying hello. Don't forget to like, don't thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and thanks each and every one of you. Thank you. And if you didn't get your mail, you will be. Ego amote.